Hi guys, so this is unit training. We're going to kind of go through what to expect being a counselor in the different age groups and then how to work together in a unit to make sure everyone, the campers, has the best week possible. So this is something that's important to mention. We have units and cabins. During the day, we'll be rotating with a group that's both like guy and girl campers, and they'll all be the same age. And then your cabins will be separated by gender, so you usually have somewhat of a mix of units in there, but for the most part it'll be campers like near the age group that you're working with, if not in the same age group. So units is who we do like daily activities with, like rotations, and then cabins you'll do cabin chats with, and you'll know most of the kids because most of them will be in the unit. And we use colors as unit names, so I'm pretty sure we're doing that again. And sometimes it's important, I noticed this, like I worked with the 13-year-olds, and it's not really a good idea to reference like, oh, this color group is older kids than this color group, because a lot of them will be in like the same grade in school, and so they'll be like upset that they're not in like this group. With like the 13-year-olds, that happens with teen camp, which is hard to like have them not know they're younger than teen camp, but for other age groups, I feel like you can avoid this. Because if they have summer birthdays, you might be with kids in like younger grades. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got the colors right on the units. I couldn't find it, but the breakdown's pretty much there. So the red unit is the youngest campers, and most of them, I don't know if any of them were returning to camp, I don't know any of them was in there, but most of them are new to camp, and like, some things they stress is that the bedtimes are consistent, because they really need sleep, and it's likely to be their first time away from home, so just be prepared for like helping them adjust the first few nights. Is there anyone who was a counselor in the red unit that can kind of
They're all not here.
Okay. So
we were pink.
yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, so yeah, the pink unit is not going to be that much different than the red unit, though there'll be a few that have been to camp a couple of times, and still be extra attentive at meals to ensure they're eating. That applies to the red unit too, and then keeping bedtimes consistent is super important.
I think pink and red are like the same, but both 6 to 9 maybe.
Okay.
Or 6 to 8.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
And then, do you guys at pink unit counselors, any of you kind of want to talk about things to keep in mind when being in the pink unit, I guess? Because it was not that unit at all.
Yeah, so like they're a lot younger than you think they are, so like I think we just like struggle sometimes with saying things that they like weren't understanding, just like and then just like bringing it down to their level a little bit.
Yeah.
And then also just like positive reinforcement and redirection, like telling them what you want to do versus what you don't want them to do. Like, it's really big because they want to do it. Help them, you know, they're like at that age like they are doing this as well. And then yeah, meals is a big one, like making sure they're eating enough and not too much, and then going to bed on time. It's like not that difficult, honestly.
Transitions are like extremely slow, and they're gonna be slow, and you just like have to be patient with it. That's probably the most frustrating part. But yeah.
Anything else with pink unit? So the yellow unit, I'm not sure if green or yellow came first, but that's like the middle age group. Or was it yellow and orange? That was middle, I think. Okay. So more of these campers have been away from home before, and more of them have been to camp before. And one thing that's really important in these coming age groups is there's often a really big maturity gap between campers, which can sometimes make it hard to kind of be a cohesive group. Because in that age group of like 10 to 11, we do a lot of maturing, and so some of those older 11-year-old campers versus the younger 10-year-old campers, like being a counselor for them is going to be like very different and challenging, but also rewarding in very different ways. They also say that bullying typically begins at this age. So we'll talk more about setting expectations within your unit and cabin a little bit later, but making sure to do this early and to keep an eye out for campers who seem isolated early on, and to be really mindful of how they're treating each other early on can like keep that issue from blowing up and from getting to be a lot harder to solve later in the week with bullying. Was anyone in these like middle age groups that wants to kind of talk more to that?
I would say that, like you said, there's a huge maturity gap, so a lot of kids will handle like minor grievances in very different ways, and so you just have to expect like a wide variety of like, the way that they're going to respond between, you know, giving them the respect that they deserve, but also like treating them as kids and like acknowledging their younger age.
Definitely. Anything else from yellow unit or middle age group at all? So I was in the green unit last summer. I think it's really an awesome age. And they're the 12 to 13-year-olds. And I definitely felt the maturity gap with this group a lot, I think, because those younger 12-year-olds versus older 13-year-olds, like that's a difference between like maybe going into 5th grade and going into like 6th or 7th grade, which I think is pretty different. And then I think bullying can be prevalent at this age too. So just being aware of kind of teasing and like how that can kind of like blow up into bullying later in the week. So if you see maybe one of the kids being teased a little bit, even if it's not persistent or super terrible at the time, definitely cut that out early to bullying later in the week. And then clickiness can definitely be an issue with this age group because there's going to be a lot of campers that have been coming to camp for like a lot of years. And I noticed that in my age group specifically because it's also an age when parents will start sending kids to camp in addition to being an age when kids have been there for like 4 or 5 years. So there's this kind of divide between the campers that have been there since they were 7 or 8 and the campers who was their first time here. And so just early in the week, I think some good ideas to like kind of like break down that clickiness is like at meals encouraging everyone to sit with someone they didn't know before this year of camp, like really helps mend that. And I think that like mealtime is a great time to encourage that because like you're sitting there, you kind of have to talk to the people around you. And then as a counselor, positioning yourself at meals so that you're able to facilitate conversations between those groups of kids that have known each other for years and the kids who are maybe having a harder time getting adjusted because it's their first year, maybe the first few days. And then by later in the week, you won't even have to say that anymore. They're just going to want to sit with their new friends as well as their old friends, which is pretty cool to see. Anyone else who's kind of in the green unit, anything that I missed or want to add anything?
I think especially with this age group, it's helpful to kind of hone in on who the really mature campers are and like ask them to help you in small ways. So if you find that camper that's really mature and like wants to help support like the group of that unit or that group really well, like ask them to do things for you, like include the new campers or do little things like that so that they can set the example. And then that's just another example for the kids to follow. And then if one of the cool kids is including the new guy, then like the rest of the campers will feel the same to do that as well. And so it's like an age where if you can get one of the peers on your side and working with you, you gain a lot more respect and get what you want done a lot quicker.
And I think that connects back to earlier when I was saying like some of them might be a little bummed they're not in teen camp yet. Maybe it was their birthday, so a lot of their friends are. And so giving them an opportunity to be a leader within main camp, I think is a really cool thing that kids can do at this age. So just like helping facilitate friendships between them and younger campers and like letting them be role models for them, like helps them, one, feel like they're older and more, like give them a bigger role at camp, but also like it'll like differentiate camp between the past years that they've been coming for a lot of years, like giving them leadership roles and like letting them kind of take the reins on like helping out if they've been there for 5 or 6 years, like will make this summer like a unique experience for them, and I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's about it for the green unit. And then so team camp changes here to like TLP. We had training about that. I don't know if you guys are all here, but something important to remember is that they're still campers. The transition can be tough for kids, especially those accustomed to multiple years of being in main camp, and maybe those younger teens that maybe miss some of their friends that are still in main camp. Yeah, many of the same notes as the green unit. There is definitely some clickiness and bullying at this age too. So just encourage respectfulness and new friendships from the start. Not really sure, was anyone who was in teen camp know like how many new campers versus old campers and kind of how that looked? Like kind of, was there similar issues to like green unit that I was in where like new campers maybe were a little isolated at the beginning or?
I know there was one new camper. This was purple unit, right? Elvis? Yeah, I think there was one new camper, but the like older campers who'd been there for years were really inclusive of like helping out like with camp songs. So there wasn't really like exclusiveness. I thought it was like really helpful how they're like, oh, like come over here, like we do this next. So there wasn't really a huge divide. I think the main problem with like purple unit just was like that they're so close to our age. It was hard to like see the respect, like, with friends, like, oh, like, they see you as a friend, not as like a leader. So, but like leading by example is a huge, helpful, like, aid, I think, just to see you as, like, kind of above them, that they respect you. But besides that, the huge, like, new camper opening thing was like a huge help.
Yeah, most of the time, like in the cabin, like at night, there'd be like one camper who did like a different activity, but people were really good at like like learning that, like hanging out with them. Like routine camp, all activities during the day are pretty easy. Like everyone's like good about like getting involved in doing stuff and like moving on to the next thing. And they're also good about finding their own stuff to do if they're not comfortable with the activity. The main thing is that's like the whole like they know what's borderline not CKA. You know,
Yeah.
which ones? It's like they'll try to get it to go along with it, but
Or
it's
they'll
just like.
tell each other, like, oh, no, we can't say that.
Yeah,
No.
so you try to like, just like tone that down, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
No, that sounds good.
Yeah, there wasn't much differentiation either between kind of what they said about tier 1 TLP and tier 2, but again, an important point was like the lack of age gap between counselors and campers. Definitely like important to lead by example, like Spot said.
Also, I think it's easier to facilitate when younger kids are having a hard time with certain things, and I think because they're older, or because this age group is older, that when they're struggling with certain things, like, I don't know, like thinking about the parents or like rough times, like, we need to recognize when we can handle a situation and when we need to turn to like the MHPs.
Yeah.
So I think like that's a fine line too.
Yeah. So that kind of goes through all the units. The tier 2 TLPs, I meant to say that this was for all of the TLPs, but it's pretty similar. They mentioned a lot of like, some of them are like adult age, but they're still campers, so like none of their kind of like role at camp is different. Like they can't leave camp even if they're 18. Like just knowing that, and like they're still like our responsibility even if they're technically a legal adult. So just, I think all of you would know that, but just keep that in mind. And so, sorry, the activity thing was supposed to go at the end. But, so now we're going to talk about how to set expectations at camp. And mostly we're going to talk about that through cabin contracts or cabin agreements. And so on the first night at camp, you will end up like sitting in your cabin chat and talking about like what you expect out of the cabin that week. And so one question they put in there is like, when you get the question like, why do we have to do like fill in the blank? As a counselor, you're expected to be able to answer that like sufficiently for whatever age group you're in. And obviously, like that answer is going to change depending if you're talking to a 7-year-old or an 18-year-old about like, why you have to do a certain thing at camp. And it's an understandable question, even though it could maybe be a little irksome as a counselor to hear, because kids have different rules at home and they're at this brand new place. Or even if it's not brand new, they're at camp for 1 week a year and the set of rules are different. So like being able to set expectations early will kind of like field this question so that you're like, oh, like we have this expectation set at the beginning of the week in our cabin, so that's why we have to do this, like that kind of thing. Like you don't really want to call them rules because you end up kind of, I don't know, it's like camp. So you want to call them like agreements or expectations because calling them rules kind of, I don't know, it's not as fun. But, so the way we kind of establish this is the first night during cabin chats, we make cabin contracts. And so, like I said, like don't say cabin rules. And you should really make sure this is like camper centric and like take camper input, but you should facilitate that certain points are in the contract. But you can kind of like get that out of kids, like, you know, facilitate the question and like facilitate that answer being given. And so these like, the way these are worded are obviously going to change depending on what age group you're in, but yeah, so you want to say that everyone in the cabin gets respected and keeping your hands to yourself, no put downs or bullying, keep your clothes in the suitcase or just keep the cabin clean and more general. Encourage each other during activities, listen to your counselors, stay with the group, respectful language only, and then no cell phones or electronics. Does anyone have any other ideas of things that should be like necessities in a cabin agreement, which is going to be the rules your cabin is expected to follow the entire week? Or do you guys have anything to say?
I kind of think it's a good idea, like, to try and like get them to like follow like all like the serious stuff. Like if you just like put some like silly stuff in there, like I know like most like the younger like cabins have like some rule like, oh, like if it's a girl cabin, if a boy walks in, he has to do like a dance or something. And so like just putting like kind of like silly ones in there kind of like helps like them also follow along with like the real ones, like the serious ones.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then the kind of how we make a cabin contract and cabin chats, we're gonna ask campers like what rights and responsibilities mean, although maybe for like the youngest kids, like this might be a little more difficult, so maybe a more creative approach, but so they understand that like the reason we have these agreements is like, so everyone has like the freedom to do what they wanna do at camp, but then also everyone is kind of like free from like feeling sad or being put down. So like, make sure you stress that like a cabin agreement is not to like limit fun, but more so to like make sure everyone's capable of having a good week of camp and like not being sad or like feeling alone ever. So establishing that, excuse me, establishing that like this is like so that everyone has the best week possible, not so that we can limit certain things people can do. And yeah, once you kind of establish what rights and responsibilities mean, or maybe a simpler version of that term for the younger units, just saying like, what does everyone have a right to do in this cabin? And then there'll be a responsibility that can kind of coincide with that. That'll like, you can maybe right next to it or below it on the cabin agreement, and that way like, it really like shows the campers that like, yeah, we have these rules or expectations, but like, there's kind of a reward that comes from having that responsibility. That's like a right, and will make everyone's camp week more enjoyable. And if a camper gives a question or response instead of like a bad idea for an expectation, like don't necessarily say like, oh, that's a bad idea, but like use as an opportunity to like teach them that maybe a better way to like use that responsibility, like but write down the rights and responsibilities on the door, and you're gonna have the campers sign and hang them somewhere super visible in the cabin. Usually that'll be like the cabin door, but anywhere kind of works. I was thinking as kind of an activity for like, to like get over how to, or to figure out how to make cabin agreements, we could all like get into groups and make our own like cabin agreements and like facilitate that conversation. So if you guys want to break up into groups of 5 or 6, then like make a cabin agreement and kind of maybe using that rights and responsibilities like format. So like thinking of a right everyone should have in a cabin and then the responsibility that comes with that. And then it'll be easier to help facilitate that. You guys want to take out a piece of paper and write that down again if you all just want to talk about it.
What should we like?
Yeah. It's like move back there. It's like 9, 10.
Someone else's stuff, like their toys, sharing.
So we just like
That was also another thing,
It's with that age, it's not really a problem because they're so young. I mean, some of them do, but normally, like,
yeah, they have
sort of, not really, not great. I like last year was a really weird cell phone policy we had, mostly because we kind of got like a new policy really got like if you have it but it just stays in your suitcase the whole time, like it's not causing a problem, it's like not a big deal. Like it's last year we had some like kind of people came into camp and like saw differently how that rule should have been enforced, and so we were kind of forced to be way more serious about like getting everyone's phone or doing some alternative. So it's not like a don't ask, don't tell policy, but it's definitely like if your phone is the whole week, it's not really causing an issue. But if like you see you on your phone, so I would say, with a group like this, you can probably just say it, and they'll be like, oh, okay.
I don't even think, like, if you like that, That's a big one.
Towards the end.
Yeah, both like cabin cleanliness and like shower. You have a responsibility to shower.
Siesta time the next day.
Okay, I think I don't know the campers thought that, but they're really like that.
Were you this? You were maybe something like you have a right to have fun as you would want to have fun. So like encouraging people to if they can't.
Good morning.
I'll also kind of the top of like all the time they like ball like pass it out because like everyone kind of wants to like talk and like talk about
You guys had
because it does change talking like this is like we had like a lot of stuff everything and the context which already didn't want to sit and
Also, 14 girls, I think, like, I mean, I guess Vanessa,
I think like last one we had to do well but
if they're trying to talk to like other guy campers or like, or I mean not campers, like counselors or like trying to cross it back into like personal, like it's a
is there any other specific? I feel like that covered most of these things. Age specific sauce.
Oh, a big one is that put out in the bed. That was one. Because like all the little kids kind of like would climb around the top and like different and stuff. But I think it's a rule like you're not allowed to be lying down and someone else is that is like 1 foot on the ground.
Yeah, or like you could like sit up in someone's bed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like want to sit and talk to them.
1 foot off the bed, yeah. So that's the thing. So because all the kids kind of like, well, yeah, like we'll take cars and stuff. So we'll like they're like I walk up and say like do a joke like sleep on the bed and jump out and I don't know when we come back. Like that was stop that, but yeah. They're pretty good about that. They all do like because it's like yeah, it's not a lot of fun for them.
I didn't know that.
These are all of the names from. What was that show?
Oh, like Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Oh god.
Rangers. What was it? It was like the.
It was like
Tell me what Runners.
Yeah. It was like
It was like Double Dare and Nuts and all these like game shows that kids competed. But all of the like the elimination. Yeah. No, that was the cartoon and the real version. Show was cool. The show was cool. I thought.
That shit was great. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's all of these names. We have to do Legends of the Hidden Temple. You say.
I couldn't go. Yeah, it's like Silver Snake.
Elvis, we're doing the Legends of the Hidden Temple names for this year. We have to.
That shit was elite.
Alright, let's go Blue Barracuda Unit.
That's elite.
That would be so cool.
What, it's like that? Oh. Silver Snake.
They're on here. Like, all of the example names are the names of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I did not even notice that. Purple Pirates. Definitely say that. Oh, also,
Ours are 2 songs long. If a boy walks into the cabin, he has to do a silly dance, respect others, give people space, no put downs, quiet time during siesta, lights out, no talking, and have fun.
It's good. It's kind of fun to put like the silly rules like kind of in the midst of the other ones, because I think it makes like making the cabin contest more enjoyable for the kids, and it seems less overwhelming if like some of the rules are so easy. Like if a guy walks into our cabin, he has to do a silly dance. Like it makes the contract a lot more like reasonable. Anyone else have anything? Or? Yeah. Okay. If that's it, yeah, just keep in mind the like rights and responsibility that correspond to each other when making the contract, and then you can have all the campers sign it at the end, and yeah, hang somewhere visible, and you're good to go. But yeah, that's like all we have for you to training. So thanks for listening, guys.